Alright, Bo here. Today I'm going to be working on my Pontiac Vibe. I'm going to be draining the radiator fluid as well as bleeding some air. First thing you want to do is you're going to want to make sure your engine is cold. You don't want to mess around with a warm engine because this is pressurized and it will shoot hot, fluid out at you. But it was cold. I took off the cap. The plug for the radiator is going to be on your driver's side. Down here, I don't know if you guys can see that little twist thing right here. This little plug, you're going to want to untwist it. And it's going to be coming out of this hole right here. If you take the plug all the way out, some of it might shoot forward a little bit. So what you're going to want to do is get a long enough pan just in case that happens. I'm going to take this right there. I'll be taking it up. Just like that. And that shouldn't take too long, but it may take, like about 5 minutes or so. Let's go ahead and let all that drain out. See. Yeah, I only turned it out about halfway. I'll pull it all the way out just so you can see what happens here. See, it's already starting to want to shoot forward. So I'll just leave it about halfway. Maybe once it starts trickling a little less and less, you might want to pull it all the way out just to make sure you get all the fluid out of there. Now once you get that all drained out, you don't want to put the plug back in. All the way in. Tighten it up. All right. And now I'll be showing you the bleeding process, I guess. Hang on one second. I'm going to just pull this pan out because you're going to need your pan as well. Next thing you're going to want to do is, this takes place on the passenger side of the car. And it's actually kind of hard to get to. You're going to need to drive up on a jack or something, a ramp, or get a jack. Climb under here. Look up. I don't know if I can get some light on it. It's really a tough fit. See if I can spot it here. Okay, yeah, see that right there? Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. This piece, if I can get my hand in there too. Dang it. There goes my light. Alright, that right there is what you can get to next. Hang on, if I can maybe set my light here. this thing right here. This is where it's going to be coming out of, and this is what you're going to need to you can't really see. It's hard to get my hand in here, but whoop. This is this right here. You're going to want to loosen this up, and this is a spout for it. You're going to need a 10 millimeter socket or wrench, and you can see my ratchet up there, but I just kind of broke it loose a little bit, and there we go. There, now I just opened it the rest of the way with my hands. You guys can see it. See it trickling out there, and that little plug right above it's what I untwisted. It's just pouring it out right now, so make sure you have your pan. Okay, and with that I just tightened back on with my hand after it all drained out. Kind of just gave it a little twist with the old ratchet, snugged her up a little bit. You don't really need it too tight, and there's usually not too much in there, as you can see. Just dump that out. Now you can start adding to your adding coolant back into your radiator. Once you finish that, you're gonna want to make sure turn the car on, turn your hot air on all the way, and just watch the temperature gauge. Make sure it doesn't go like above average. It just stays nice and medium. This might be cold. It might be pushing out cold air at first, just a little bit, but once you take it a spin around the block or whatever, that might warm it up. And yeah, just watch your heat gauge. Make sure it doesn't go too high. If it does, you might have air bubbles in there, or something like that. Might need to bleed it again. But that's about it. Thanks for watching.